The time is 8:18 on this Tuesday morning, August 6, 2018. It is start out for the Peter Chillo Morning News on this Tuesday morning, August 6, 2018. Got on! Good morning to you all this lovely Tuesday morning, August 6, 2018. It is 8:19 a.m. and it's 74 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories out of Peter Chillo Morning News at 8:19 is China responds to the U.S. after Treasury designates Beijing as a currency manipulator. Gunmen in Dayton had history of threatening women, former friend said. Mass shooters and misogyny devout allergy we can't ignore. New York Times demands front page on Trump's response to mass shooters after backlash. Trump officials have redirected resources from countering far-right racism to fuel domestic terrorism. Twitter feed suspected to be a Dayton shooter reports to possible leftist leaders. Little Brody hits the climate change litigation big time. AOC rips McConnell over a pic of young men in Team church scribbling and choking cut out of her. As many call for tighter gun laws, Texas set to loosen up. Porters sue California over tax return law targeted Trump. Trump appears to attack tomorrow for statement on shootings. Beijing warns Hong Kong protesters don't play with fire. North Korea fires 2 missiles into the sea to keep pressure on Washington. China warns on U.S. deployment of arms in Asia as trade tensions flare. Trump imposes an economic embargo against Venezuela. 16 injured in Randolph crash after a man attacks Buckton returns a bus driver as police say a 24-year-old bus man punched the driver when he wouldn't stop the bus to let him off. And women injured after fall from Blue Hills Tower. U.S. stocks clawed back from worst day in 2019. Look at that stock today. How? Down 767.27 points at 225, 717.74. SP 5 was down 87.31 at 2844.74. The Nasdaq down 278.03 at 7726.04. Barney's New York files for bankruptcy and announces 15 closing stores. And 5 flagship locations are expected to stay open for the collisions Bassett Avenue in downtown New York City. And the one and the store at the Copley Place Mall in downtown Boston at the site of the former movie theater in Boston at the Copley Place in Boston at Barney's, New York is still going to be open. Jeff Bezos' net worth punched by $3.4 billion on Monday as stock ran off and over the world super. I mentioned that Mars could cause learning impairment anxiety, said he says. Jupiter, Saturn, and Moon align side by side this weekend. Let's look at the wild bear trade. Prince explains why we have coyotes, not saber-toothed cats. Curiosity has now been on Mars for 7 years, so here. Philippines declares 10 minute death surge. El Paso, Texas. Mexico subsequently is considered Saturday mass shooting in El Paso, Texas to be an act of terrorism against Mexican citizens and its government will be participating in the investigation. India lawmakers set to ratify a bill to strip Kashmir and Jammu of autonomy. North Korea missiles at joint South Korea U.S. military exercise. RCMP dive team ends river search for fugitive Canadian teens. Explosion of fire at a Russian ammunition depot prompted the evacuation of an Auburn court following a medical examination caused the death for the 2 children that the man shot dead in the summer. Maxwell says El Paso passport Thursday that Mexican citizens pass probe. Trump expects to visit El Paso dated on Wednesday. T-Rex were set to be issued on August 29th. Presidential candidate Cory Booker said Americans cannot wait on presidents to find a solution to the nation's gun problem. Police in South Carolina said officers are searching the missing 5-year-old girl after her mother was found dead in her apartment. President Trump signed an order on Monday freezing laws assessing the Venezuelan government imposing a total economic embargo on the nation's developing the political and economic crisis for many months. Peter Joe News Time is 8:24. Time now for a sports report. Boston Red Sox finally snapped their 8-game losing skid as they defeat the Kansas City Royals 7-5 at Fenway Park. Houston, Texas, United Justin Junior Bunifer Park after 2 big hits for a non-tackling session. White Cowboys defensive end, but DeMarcus Lawrence is the biggest play missing from Captain Ezekiel Elliott. The WNBA's 2020 free agent case looks like Barrett Wasteland, a 22-year-old cyclist, dies after a crash and turned below. And the Sox and the Royals grounded at 7 o'clock at Fenway Park. Peter Chill news time is 8:24. Time now for Peter Chill traffic insurance and check. Whee! On the MBTA subway looking good. Commuter rail and the fares they are all looking good. Okay, looking at hours and byways of New England, 95 southbound times between Kentucky and Providence, 146 southbound times between 50 and 95 downtown Providence, 95 in the northbound times between work and downtown Providence, 95 in the southbound times from downtown Providence, 185 westbound times between St. Cloud and Providence, 146 southbound times from Rhode Island, Massachusetts, border here, Pittsburgh, around 71 north Smith, Rhode Island, and 99 northbound times 126, 122 to Lincoln, with second stretch, and 285 in the northbound times from the 37 work. And in the gate, 28 southbound side, no sort of board bridge, but Sagamore Bridge looking good, Bridge 6 of them. Looking good for board not only. 45 in the northbound side from between Milford and Hopkins, 95 in the northbound side from Route 1 and Sharon out of what's way to the Canton, 24 in the northbound side from between 27 and Brockton out of what's way to the Canton, and 3 in the northbound side of the Marshfield Stretch to the Mexican between 18 and Waverton out of the Braintree Split, and what's way to the southbound side over the Braintree Stretch, what's way to the northbound side from between the Braintree Split over there, the Route 20 Waltham, and 7 Expressway, the northbound side from between Braintree and the downtown Boston, 7 Expressway, southbound side so the Dorchester gas tanks, 93 Beaufort downtown Boston, back to Mass Bank, eastbound side from between Framingham and over and the 7 Expressway, the downtown Boston, the Mass Bank, westbound, so the lower road, the South Boston, and stop and go from 7 Expressway, Boston, all the way down to Newton Corner. 93 southbound times from between 2 and the 96 Bridge downtown Boston, and 495 in the southbound times from between Lowell all the way down to which way to Burlington, 495 in the southbound times from between Lawrence and 93 out in Andover, 495 both ends of westbound down to Lowell, 495 in the southbound times from between Hudson down to Marlboro 3 eastbound times from between Shrewsbury down to Marlboro due to an accident on the corner 495 and 290 in Marlboro, and 190 on the southbound times so at 290 in Worcester, 290 eastbound times open for Woodland and Worcester, 190 on the northbound times for the Sterling Stretch. Peter Chill news time is 8:26. Time now for a weather report. A line of showers and storms in the line from Islanders all the way down to Martha's Vineyard and stretching all the way south of Long Island Sound, and a line of slight rain showers west east of 95 from Denver's all the way down to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and some patchy light rain showers southeast of Bennington, Vermont. Okay, look at the forecast. It goes like this. For today, Punch Bar 4, 90 miles, mostly cast by 81 degrees, cloudy, coming to southward, 5 to 7 miles and after tonight. Most of the guys about 66 degrees, somewhere about 6 miles coming to the for Wednesday, showers and thunderstorm may after 11 a.m. Punch mile for 70 miles, mostly cast about 84 degrees, somewhere about 3 to 7 miles an hour, just 30% new movements less than 7 inches possible. That's possible thunderstorms for Wednesday. Check the showers and thunderstorms before midnight, then it's scattered showers and thunderstorms between midnight and 3 a.m. Then check the showers and thunderstorms after 3 a.m. Thunderstorms, blue skies, winds, and every wind, mostly cast about 70 degrees. South about 5 to 7 miles an hour, check to 50%, and new movements less than 7 inches possible for Thursday. Scattered showers and thunderstorms before 11 a.m. Then check the showers and thunderstorms at 11 a.m. Thunderstorms, this winds and heavy rain. Mostly cast at 85 degrees and low 67 degrees. Winds out about 5 to 8 miles an hour. Temperatures 35% for Friday. Sunday, most coast coming 84 about 60 degrees. Winds west about 5 to 9 miles an hour for Saturday. Sunday, most coast coming 80 about 59 degrees. Winds west about 3 to 8 miles an hour for Sunday. Sunny skies about 81 about 62 degrees and west about 3 to 7 miles an hour. And for Monday, check the showers. Most skies about 82 degrees. West about 8 miles an hour. Temperatures 30%. Right now in Tottenham for 71 degrees. That's going to be for the Peter Joel morning news and this. To the bottom, August 6, 2019. Peter Woods will be a good morning, goodbye day. It'll be a wonderful day.